Maclunkey!
Hello there. Wrong stream. Shit.
That show hasn't been going on for
I'm sorry.
I don't know how long it's been. 3 weeks, I think, or something like that.
I can't let it go.
It did feel like it was just yesterday, but...
It does.
Hello, everybody. It is us, the squad, back with our episode 6 Miss Marvel discussion. I'm joined by Dan and AJ
being held
today.
against my will. Please, somebody help me.
He doesn't want to be here anymore. He doesn't want to watch the show anymore. He's done.
I'm joking. Please.
But yeah, we're here at the big finale of, honestly, one of my personal... Like, it's up there in my favorite shows of Disney Plus Marvel shows so far, I would say. Like,
So, yeah,
it's a
top
topper
three for
tier. I don't know how many they've done so far. Like, we'd have to look at a list, but...
5?
5 only? I think there's more.
5 or 6. Well, so you got Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, What If, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, WandaVision. 7.
7? Okay, yeah. So, like, this is in my top 3, I would say, definitely. Like, because, like, I got, like, up there, I think Moon Knight is my favorite, and then Loki, and then this.
Yeah. For me, this is tied with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but it's still in my top 3.
Oh, so you were a much bigger fan of that show.
It was, how do I explain it? It was a lot more personal for me to see it, you know? My uncle and I were very attached to the idea of having a black Captain America. So to us, that made it that little bit better. The actual story for it, yeah, I will accept any criticism on it, but yeah, it was just a personal one for me. But still, I still enjoyed Miss Marvel equally as much.
Yeah,
but actually had a decent story this time.
Hey, Jacob, how goes it?
Jakub.
Oh, what's going on?
Also, I should mention, thank you again for subscribing, Dan. We appreciate your support.
I mean, I'm essentially just paying for myself.
You got to get caught up, Jacob. It's actually a pretty good show. I enjoyed it.
Dude, highly.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Jesus!
Oh my god!
Floofy, thank you so much for the raid, dude.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, welcome.
We literally just got started.
We're not even into talking about the overall episode yet, but welcome everybody. We're talking about Miss Marvel episode 6 today. So hopefully you guys are into that show or have seen it at this point.
Oh wow!
Hello, meme lover. Hello, Darker Knight. Sucking Schnitzel. Oh, dude.
What a name! I fucking love it.
I'll suck some Schnitzel.
Sucking Schnitzel, Groben. Sehr gut.
I don't know what you're saying, but I don't like it.
Sounds angry. I don't
it
like
sounds angry. Like, it's just when my mom is speaking German on the phone, it can be the nicest conversation ever, but I'm like, how? Were you fighting?
I forget about that. I completely forget that your mom can speak fluent German.
Yeah.
Every time I'll say something German, you just sort of sit there really puzzled. And I'm like, you've probably heard that before.
I've heard it, but I don't know what the hell you're saying. I have no idea what you're saying. I know a few words, and then even then I'd be like, is that what that was?
Sorry, buddy.
I haven't seen Miss Marvel yet. I'm out. Take care, y'all. It's all good, man.
Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, we appreciate.
Thank you, meme lover.
But yeah, I think we hadn't even gotten into our ratings properly out of this episode in itself. What would you guys give this episode?
A 1. A 1 out of 1.
God damn it, AJ.
It was atrocious, and I hated it. Everything about this episode was terrible.
That was the greatest. I don't even know what that is, but that was great.
Well, that's kind of just my impression of like angry like internet people. Usually, is I go like really nasally. Like that's just the go-to.
I think Iman Vellani was a really bad actress in this thing. I think she was really bad. Everyone else was all right though, but Iman specifically was bad in this.
Just a disclaimer for those watching: we are taking the mic right now.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're taking the piss and honestly, driving it around.
Yeah,
this was her first acting experience, and she fucking knocked it out of the park, dude.
I thought she was brilliant.
Wait, this is her first acting?
Perfect casting.
I think so.
Yeah.
What?
At least big budget, at least. Yeah.
Holy shit! Okay, well if that's the case, then yeah, I would give her a fucking really good grade, dude.
Yeah, this is her first acting experience ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it didn't really show. Like, because I would compare those people
she
to
came
like
in here with the energy that it needed, and she fucking like rocked it.
with the energy you expect from an MCU project. Like, totally.
Yeah.
I was
like,
I was expecting energy of like
expressions a
Family
lot of the
Channel
time.
stuff. Yeah, she did a lot of cute facial expressions.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was expecting honestly more like Disney Plus style. Not Disney Plus. I keep saying that Family Channel show acting.
Yeah.
And
Almost like Disney Channel.
Yeah,
Like old school Disney Channel, Nickelodeon esque stuff.
But like, yeah, we were at like a actual level. Like I don't know about Stranger Things. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Darker Knight. We're that much closer to 100 followers. I think now we're at
we're so close, and we're gonna do our
97.
We need 3.
48-hour stream.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Don't say that. I'm not ready.
Other stuff that we do on this channel, I should really have said that when the raid happened. But other stuff that we do on this channel, we do general gaming stuff. Like we play Sea of Thieves. I'm going to be playing
72-hour stream.
Holy, don't promise things like that.
Yeah, AJ, bro. I'm just take time off work to do that.
Hey, you don't have to be there the whole time, man.
Yeah,
You
like
just
we'll sub
pop
in and out. Like yeah, it'll be a system. But woof,
I'm not gonna stay awake for 3 days straight.
dude. Imagine by the end of it, you're just like
I'm gonna go kill myself.
like at the end of this, I'm done. I can't.
Yeah, after that we retire. That's it.
That was a joke, Twitch. Don't get the algorithm on my ass.
Yeah, please.
I think we're over the 5-minute mark, so we should be okay.
No, I mean, I don't think Twitch really likes talking about like that topic.
Anything taboo, basically.
I think we should be fine. I think we should be fine.
Yeah, but still,
be alright.
better be safe than sorry, Sam.
I know. But like, Asmongold is out there like saying crazy shit.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
So, let's get into the episode properly.
I would, if we're going to kick it off with the ratings, I'll go first for all time's sake. I'm going to say a 9. I'm going to go with a 9. Like, straight out of the bat. It was kind of nostalgic from when I was younger. I used to watch like the kids sort of shows, and then it kind of, it's that coming of age story, but it's not traditional in that sense. It's actually like, it's easy to follow, really good visuals. The action sequences are really well put together, really good choreography. And it's just a great story. It's just a good show, like across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that like it had a strong start. I think we all appreciated the artistic like things that were being done to the show. And while I think that they kind of did away with that near the end, I think that was replaced more so by the fact, like my reasoning for that, like I had a problem with that at first, but my reasoning for that is just the fact that she doesn't need that anymore because of the fact that she is now her imagination. She has the powers, right, that she's been dreaming of. So that side of her is like, I don't need that anymore. So I thought the show was a fucking amazing ride through and through. There was episode 4 a few episodes ago that was kind of but even then, still like an enjoyable watch. Like nothing I'm hate watching ever. So yeah.
It's one of those, right? With a series, you always have episodes you'll go back and rewatch. Episode 4 just isn't one of those, but it adds to the plot.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Well, episode 4 was a really big like exposition lore dump of like, here's what we're gonna finally explain what's going down and what all the clandestine shit is and this other universe thing, or not universe, sorry, this other dimension. So you're gonna have to slow down a little bit, and I totally get it. We all just knew things that were gonna happen in that episode too. So, like the guy dying, like everything was just so like set in stone at that point. We just were like, well, we're very cut and dry on where the plot is going in this episode. Whereas this one, I was like already shook at how last episode ended. That I was like, how is this even gonna play out this week? Like, what is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. I mean, like it was the same sort of Marvel formula where it's just like the guy gets like similar powers and then now he's bad.
But he wasn't really bad.
He was bad. He was, I don't know,
He was kind of almost bad at the end, but like I don't know. He just kind of had a moment of darkness, I think, is more so what I'd say, yeah.
Then he escaped through a random hole in the ground. I guess I'm assuming went to the sewer. I don't know.
Like, what was that? Like,
Met up with the Ninja Turtles or some shit. Got him out to the harbor.
Cowabunga, dude!
like that would have been hilarious, actually.
Imagine being in the sewer and all you hear is "Cowabunga." It's like, what?
Did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fight Daredevil or Batman?
Batman.
I'm pretty sure they're DC properties.
Damn
so
it.
Batman.
Damn it! Dude,
But they do
imagine.
have Marvel connections where the goo that turned them into the TMNT is the same goo that blinded Daredevil.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. We're getting that.
Are we actually about to make correlations? The fucking Ninja
That
Turtles
means
right now.
that through the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Marvel and the DC universes are connected because they fought with Batman and they teamed up with him and went in these issues of this comic, and then they also were blinded or used by the same goo that blinded Daredevil.
You know what this reminds me of? You know the what's that show? Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where that guy's going nuts and he's got the board behind him with all the correlations and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly that moment right now.
You have Daredevil, you have Batman, you have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
It's
in
all
the middle.
connected, man.
And you have characters going into sewers. Actually, Nick Fury also dug his way into the sewers and met up with the turtles.
Yeah, like fucking hell, man. Everyone who's done that, now I'm just imagining that's their experience, that they got helped out by the turtles.
That's what we are. That is what the Maclunkey Squadron is now. It's official. You guys, we've done it. We've ascended.
Okay, now I really want on the Maclunkey YouTube channel, we need to edit together a video of like a compilation of all the times someone escapes through the sewers, but those lingering shots of like the hole in the ground, you just hear like an echo, like cowabunga. Like, you know what I mean?
But
like an
each time
implication.
it's one of us doing an even worse version of that.
See, I was thinking a direct edit, but okay, sure.
To the point that it's like, it just gets to me just going in my plain, normal, like, English accent going, cowabummer.
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga. It's just what it's going to get to.
Cowbung.
This is a cowabummer.
Cowabummer.
This is a cowabummer, dude.
Anyway, we are very off track. I think.
It's all good. This is the last episode. We got a little. We can go a little bit crazy.
So my rating, I would give it close to 9. I would give it like an 8 of 10. There are some things that like dragged it down, but all in all, I think it's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I think damn solid, Skippy.
That's damn solid fly. But yeah, like we were saying, for this like foray into acting, goddamn, so good. It was. I didn't even like if you told me before I knew that this was her first time, I'd be like, shit, I didn't know. Like I thought she would have been like a child actor or some shit that I didn't know about.
I would have guessed that she's been in other things at least a little bit. Like,
yeah, like a background character, but that was literally her first ever role.
How old is she?
19.
19?
Okay, yeah, and like, cause how old are like those kids in WandaVision? You think like they're young, like they're like 10, 12 or something like that?
10 at least. So let's see.
At the time at which they filmed it, they were probably about 9 or 10.
So those kids,
I assume that she was one of those kind of actors, like that was like around since then. Like it's crazy to think this is her first thing because she's doing a goddamn good job, and yet you're gonna see on every.
Born in 2011.
I don't like hearing that. Oh
he's
my
11
God.
years old, dude. Julian Hillard looks like he could be like 15, but he's 11.
Oh my God, I hate hearing that people were born in 2011. You know what I mean?
I know, it makes us all old.
Oh my God.
And I was born in 2000s. Fuck.
Where the fuck
Dan,
is the
don't
other?
even say that.
They only have Wick in here. Where the fuck is the other one?
You weren't there, man. Fucking, I'm 10 years older than these kids. I don't like that. No. That's it. I'm ending it. I'm ending the stream. I'm done.
We're done. We're too old.
No.
We're too old for this shit.
All these too old.
These 15-year-olds are streaming out there.
The other one was 13, but he looks younger.
God damn, dude. See, I thought they were like 10ish for sure.
He was born in 2009.
A year younger than my youngest brother. That's
Alrighty.
upsetting.
Should we get into the episode then?
I think we should. I think at this point we've gone that
I
off
mean,
topic.
we're 20 minutes in. Yeah, I think we should.
We should probably just start, you know.
All right. So we
start
open on
some-
the Circle Q that exploded last episode, and I loved immediately that this character, the I can't remember her name, but just the evil agent character. The other agent already calls her out immediately on her, like,
Yeah.
this is what happens when the wrong people get powers. Like, that's what she said. And he was like, yo, like, what do you mean by that? And she says,
Yeah, like-
kids. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
but we know what you kind of
thinking
mean
that,
by
like,
that.
this bitch is racist, and like the other agent is a really cool guy. Like, he's like, don't attack these children. What do you do?
He seems to just be a genuine, like, actual agent guy. Like, in the scene he was in No Way Home, it seemed kind of like he was kind of, like, against them, but I do genuinely think that he's just, like, a nice agent guy,
I think
like, trying
he
to
just
figure it
wants
out.
them to be safe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the difference is he's just doing his job, but like to
Yeah.
the point that he is just doing his job. He's not profiling people. He's just like, right, you're an arse, you've got powers, you're coming with us. It's that sort of territory with him.
Meanwhile, she's like, they might be Muslim.
Yeah, and that'll be a
Yeah,
problem. If they have superpowers, we can't allow that. And it's like, Jesus Christ, lady.
Although I do think though that Marvel did a good job on actually tackling like a realistic issue with that, because it kind of, I think them having that character, that agent, kind of, I think is to sort of represent the negative side of
Yeah.
like the comic book fans.
Because if
To
this shit
sort of
were
say that
real,
your justice will come, sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
if this shit were real, and like I don't know, some fucking redneck had superpowers, and he found out some Muslim had superpowers too, dude, they would get
Yeah, it'd be
so
fucked up.
heated. I would oh my god,
Yeah, like,
for no
Well, that's
reason
what I mean,
either.
though. It's-
That's the kind of
it's
thing
rea-
that
it's
is-
realistic in that sense.
that's the kind of thing that's covered in The Boys, like, to a much better degree, I feel. There was that season 2 episode with Fat Neil from Community.
Mhm.
I don't know if any... Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Like, when he shoots the store
Yeah.
clerk or whatever?
Well, there's also like in season 3 when they were like getting new members for the Seven.
Right, yeah, and there was the huge discriminate. Yeah, like, that was terrible when they were, like, super against the... I can't remember the characters' names, but yes, there was, like, a Muslim and a...
And like an African.
Yeah, and
girl.
then, like, an African woman, yeah. And it was, like, the way they talked about that, like, it's super, like, terrible, but it's probably scarily realistic in those
Yeah.
industries.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, showing that this character exists in this universe, like, yeah, I think that kind of thing makes sense. Like, they're obviously the people online represent
There's
reality.
racism in Marvel, guys.
Like, that's the
Yeah.
thing. This ain't a perfect world, clearly.
No. Well, if it was a perfect world, would there be any need for these superheroes?
Fair enough.
You got me there.
I'm just saying.
So then it goes to what happened after that? It
Kamala
was-
and Bruno are trying to escape on the subway, and or not Kamala, sorry,
Kamran.
Kamran, yeah. Kamran has, like, very low control of his powers, so, like, he's just literally destroying the subway, which was I thought we were gonna get an Invincible scene kind of thing for a second,
where like it just kills a bunch of people on the
where, like, yeah, like,
subway.
I thought, like, suddenly the subway was gonna, like, he was gonna, like, I thought his ability was gonna, like, lurch out into the walls and stop the subway suddenly, and everyone was gonna fly forward suddenly.
And then Omni Man comes in with his son and just
He's like,
rams a
watch
face through the
this,
train.
watch this, kid. It's gonna make you grow. Good show. Can't wait for season 2. But yeah, then we get Kamala coming out to her family and telling them that she is the light girl. And in a funny way, the mom has already told the father, who then had it on speakerphone. That scene was so good.
That was beautiful. I love that. It's like,
Speakerphone
wait,
is
you
just so
told
handy.
them all? And it's like, sorry, bitter. And she's like, fuck. It's beautiful. She's about to see red, like, just lose her shit. And everyone's like, oh my god, it's so cool. And she's like, don't you dare. Don't
Just-
you dare.
Lasers them.
Like a Homelander style. Fuck off.
I found it so funny that the Amir's wife now, like, was like, I've been dying to ask you this question, and I was like, what is this question gonna be? Because I was actually like, yeah, because you'd probably have some questions, but the question was literally like, Like, do you have to recharge practically? And I was like, that's your question with this shit?
Not the fact
Well,
that you ruined my damn
does she
wedding.
though?
I don't think so. I think she can just go.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm like, if I was in this room, I would have like way more like, I think, life
She has like
questions.
the power of another dimension, so I don't think she needs to recharge. I hope not. That would
And then
suck.
the oh my god, like the brother actor is so good in the show too. Like he's just like super funny. I hope we see him and a lot of other. That's the thing that I want to see from this show is these characters in the way we see. What's her nuts from WandaVision? That was from Thor originally. Can't remember her name right now, but
Darcy.
yeah, like it'd be so cool just to casually see like Amir like in just other things, other like low level things. But it's like, oh, like Amir's here and he's interacting with this character, like Amir with fucking.
Like he's like an ultimate fanboy. He's like, "Oh my god, you must know my sister." That'd be the fucking greatest thing ever. They're like, "Who?" And he's like, "What? What the fuck?"
Imagine
My sister,
Amir
come on.
and Louis from Ant-Man in the same room.
No,
That
them two and Paul Rudd on a fucking podcast.
Dude,
I'd be
yeah, man.
happy.
oh my
Podcast, we
god,
can do this.
that could actually happen, and he could be like talking about his sister, who's like, dude, ah!
I'm like, predicting the future.
That would actually see because I feel
If
like the
it
chemistry would be so good.
happened, we need to make a wager. If this shit happens,
If
The
they
opening-
get the Ant-Man podcast and have Amir on it,
Then we're literally Marvel heroes too. We predict the future.
yeah.
I think the opening of that
I want-
podcast
I
would be
want
that
this
drum beat that
quoted.
plays whenever Louis starts talking on his stories. And we're back with the I don't even remember what they called it. The Ant-Man pod. Inside the
Yeah,
thorax.
isn't it?
inside the thorax.
I don't know.
Did you see that? Where is it? At Disney World. They did at the Avengers campus. They asked him about the Avengers theory where he goes up
Yeah,
Thanos' ass.
I heard about
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And he was like, first and foremost, ew, what the hell? So he's like, second of all, it just wouldn't work. It doesn't work that way. And I was just like, I mean, we've seen it happen somewhere else.
I mean, he could have
It's
done it. I just do
possible.
agree that Ant-Man would be like, that's gross. Like,
Yeah.
I think the big thing is that he's like,
Like-
I don't want to get out and
can you
be
imagine like
covered
the
in
media
blood
about that?
ass.
It's like, okay, Scott, like the Captain America super series, like Scott, we have a plan that involves you.
No, I'm not doing it, Cap.
We're going to give you this
Fuck,
blindfold so you do not see where you're going. Because once you do, you will not like it.
Just shoot yourself up. We're gonna get Hawkeye to shoot you into him.
It's going to smell really bad for like a second, but just get big and you're good.
Get big and you're done.
Actually,
There
it
you
wouldn't
go.
even kill him. It would just kill his bottom half.
Of Thanos.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, what? He'd be useless. Like,
I think that he had... I don't know, man. Now that we're thinking about this, I think that plan would have been like...
What, you think he's just gonna live after that?
I think that
half his
I think
body's gone.
I think that like he would maybe do some MCU bullshit where he's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Maybe.
Because like I'm
Like,
picturing it now.
rewrite reality
He would
and get
he would
himself,
try
like,
to get big
like-
inside him, and he would die because he got big inside him because it was like
Or like
crushed him.
his sphincter is so tight, like even when he goes big, he crushes himself.
Exactly. Yeah. Like. Jesus Christ. What's his race again? Is he just Titan? Like what are they?
He's a deviant. Actually.
Oh, he's a deviant? Oh, okay, yeah, I guess they did say that kind of thing. But yeah, like there's something about the density of a deviant that it's like impossible.
He's technically he's from Titan, but he's an Eternal with the deviant syndrome.
See, but I hate that they even said anything about that. Not to go on an Eternals tangent for a second, but like that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
now Star Fox is in here, and he's apparently Thanos' brother. And what the hell?
Who the fuck are you, bro? Where were you, dude? Your bro was like fucking,
He wiped out half the universe.
and you're just eating an apple with a fucking hobbit? The fuck are you doing? Star Fox, you were better as a Nintendo 64 game. Get back in my console. God. Sorry.
Oh,
back to the
man.
show, I guess. Yeah, so after
I think we've kind of ripped open the plaster or band-aid, whatever you want to call it, for Sam here. Fucking hell. Jesus.
I mean, see, I blacked out. What did I just rant
think-
about? What was I just getting mad about?
I think
Sorry, that wasn't
Eternals
me,
is
that
like
was
the
Steven.
weakest. It's like the
Christ.
weakest of the Phase 4.
Oh,
Hey, wait.
dude, yeah.
That's
One of the weakest of Marvel.
yeah, I would say.
I can't wait until we do our tier list in August. That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
next
wait,
month.
is it happening in August?
It'll be well.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a big ass stream in August.
I
We're gonna do a
bet.
big stream where we tier every Marvel movie.
Nice.
All right. So Kamala, after telling her family about her powers, gets a call from Nadia, and she's like, "Oh, like hell! I'm so excited to tell you, but like that immediate thing where it's like, no, hold on, like shit's going down. I need you to listen to me."
Nakia.
Nakia, sorry, what did I say?
Nadia.
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry,
I can't fucking believe you, man.
my bad. But yeah, she learned that the Circle Q exploded. I always want to say Circle K. Is like, what is that? Is that a thing?
It's a real life thing.
Okay. And I thought that she was gonna get her costume some other way, in all honesty. But the fact that the mom made it for her, I do like that the mom is switching gears. Like, it's kind of weird that she was super anti stuff in the first episode, but like I get that now she sees that her daughter is capable. She literally stopped. I guess she didn't stop that rift. She was around for it. I mean, I don't know. She was handling the situation. How do you guys feel about that? Like, do you guys feel like that transition has worked for you? Do you feel like that makes sense?
Where she just suddenly is now like super on her side.
Yeah.
Like if that were really the mom, she'd be like, I feel like she would be fucking furious that like her kid as powers.
Especially that mom. I agree.
Yeah.
I think that this is the kind of thing that would be, because I know that we've talked about this getting a season 2, right?
I think so, yeah.
So like this is the kind of thing that would be really good expanded upon in a season 2, where like she could be still mad, but then in season 2 at the end of it comes around or something.
If my kid has like superpowers, I would be scared shitless for them.
It would depend. For me, it would depend on the superpower. Like for me, I'd be very worried for her because I'm like, I don't really understand your superpower, and I don't know. It doesn't really give you durability, like it seems.
It'd be like Brightburn, I guess.
Yeah, like if you're like Superman, I'd be like okay with it. Well, actually, I guess I'd be scared for myself. Is what I mean.
I'd be terrified even more if my kid was Superman.
Fair, but no, I mean, like with that, you gotta just be a good person.
Yeah, but if I steer them down the wrong path, like ever so slightly, they burn down an entire city. And that's my fault, you know?
You know, and then you know what? But you know what? If you got a Brightburn kid, I mean, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
with Brightburn, there wasn't really anything they could do.
Exactly.
He would become an evil regardless.
That's what I'm saying. I just mean like, at that point, it's just best to try your hardest. You know what I mean? So like, if you fail, you tried. Like, nobody can be a fucking Clark Kent. Or no, who's the dad?
John Kent.
That's the name, really?
I think so.
Wow, that sounds so lame. Yeah, no one can be a John Kent, or not everyone can be a John Kent. I mean, or not everyone can be a fucking Uncle Ben, is what I should say.
John
you know
Kent
what I mean?
is also his kid.
Huh.
Jonathan and Martha Kent, and then Ma and Pa, and then his kid is named John Kent, and he also has superpowers.
Is that Superboy? Is that
I think
someone
it's
else?
I think it's the newest Superboy. Yeah,
Like, is
it was in 2015 is when he first appeared. And Superboy, yeah.
Is the original Superboy just like another cousin or something like that, or what's his?
The
deal?
original Superboy was a clone.
Oh, it was a clone?
Lex Luthor.
Oh wow! Whoa! Really?
Of Superman and Lex, yeah.
Whoa!
So he's basically the mind of Lex Luthor with the powers of Superman.
Whoa!
Except he can't fly. He could jump really high, though.
Oh, I mean, he can leap small buildings in a single bound. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can kind of run as fast as a locomotive. He may be able to dodge a bullet depending on his mood.
His powers are like kind of Superman's, but not really.
He's like half and half. He's like when he feels like it. Yeah,
But he still has all the weaknesses too.
yeah.
That sucks.
I can't wait until Kamala gets more in tune with her powers, even because, like, while I thought it was cool, the scene where she's like running around the city, on her little light pads, I was like, man, like it's
That was really clunky.
It's clunky-ish for sure, like in the filming.
Was clunky as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked weird. There were some weird things in that, but like even just aside from that aspect, like in a real looking thing, if it was like actually happening, I'd be like, that's kind of cool, I guess. But like, I wish you could travel cooler. Like, I want her to travel kind of like Magneto, where like she makes a pad and then just flies with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that'd be kind of cool, but like the running thing, because I'm like that seems so exhausting.
Well, the
still.
thing
Like, she's
is,
running
in-
around
in-
town like on pads, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like in the game, in the Avengers game that I've played, like she doesn't fly. She can grapple and stuff because
Because
it's
she has
not
stretches.
quite the same. Yeah, it's like I think the original concept of her was that she stretched.
Yeah.
Well, they
Uh,
switched gears entirely for the show is the problem. Like not a problem.
Well, they also said
but-
that she doesn't have super strength, but there was definitely that one time where she had a gargantuan hand holding up things, and she could pick that up fine.
But
Yeah,
like that's what
I
the
think
hand though.
that-
That's what the hand though.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
think it's-
like she formed like a bigger version of her hand before, and it just like dragged her down, and wasn't even that nearly as big as that one.
Oh right, okay. I
mean,
do remember what you're
It
talking
could
about.
be something
Okay.
as it could be like simple science behind it though. It could literally just be because the hand is enlarged. It's got the strength of what that hand would naturally have if it was that size.
I don't know.
So it's
I don't know. Like
technically
I
not
get what
super
you're saying,
strength, it's just-
AJ. Maybe it comes down to more of a thing about becoming because I don't think that she had trained when she did the hand thing at the beginning, and then she started to train with it. So maybe she's getting better with
And now she
how to
can
like
big
form it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I get what you're saying though. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. I would have to go back and see what order the events happen in, because that would be kind of weird though. Yeah, if that was shown after. Because yeah, I think that the implication there is maybe she's getting better with it.
Yeah. Well, this was in like the finale
Oh, this
where
was in
like
the
she had the
finale?
big hand.
Oh,
Yeah, where
oh,
like
and it
she
still weighed her
like
down? I
caught
thought
like
we
a
were talking-
car or some shit.
Oh, but the hand didn't weigh her down, or is that what we're saying? Or
Yeah, like she caught a car, and the hand and the car didn't weigh her down at all.
oh no, okay, but I'm saying that like yeah, I think that she's gotten better with it in general. Like I just think that it's flowing through her better or some shit. Like I don't know, it sounds stupid, but like that's like comic book writing bullshit where you're like, it's just how it
And
happens.
now she could get big.
She can embiggen, and I'm like, I really just wish that honestly they had done the stretching thing.
Yeah.
Because like cool beans, like Reed Richards is gonna show up, but like we can have two people who stretch, like it's fine.
I mean, like, cool. Apparently, that's not the reason why they did that. I don't
Really?
know why they did. But like, cool. Like, she's also a mutant and not a inhuman.
Even though we just introduced Black Bolt in like the
Yeah,
last,
we brought him back finally. And,
like I think that there's things like that were kind of weird, but yeah,
but at the same time, we also introduced mutants with Professor X.
yeah, no, like and again, like I feel that doing the whole Professor X thing with why can't I remember his name? God damn it!
Black Bolt.
No. Like who plays Professor X? Fuck.
Patrick
Patrick
Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. Like bringing back Patrick Stewart for that was such like a, and they did it with WandaVision too, where they brought back fucking Quicksilver, where they keep bringing back these people from the Fox movies, being like, oh look, these people are here, and
Well,
so
I think,
it
like,
brings in the expectation that they might multiverse crossover.
Well, I don't know if you've heard anything about this, but apparently Giancarlo is going to be playing Professor X.
What really?
Yeah. And some dude from Top Gun Maverick is going to be playing Cyclops. That was like the supposed casting that's happened so far.
Okay, I'm a little. I feel like Giancarlo Esposito would be a really good casting. My problem is that I really wish that he was like a villain, because he's such a good bad guy.
He is a
but-
very good villain, but I think he's being typecast as a villain.
I'm sorry. He's just
and
really
I think
good at it.
I think he'll be a really good Professor X.
I think he would be too, but like, oh man, like I'm like, I just wish that he would play a character. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of someone like I think he was one of my Doctor Dooms. Just like that voice.
Oh, that would be good.
That
too.
voice coming
Oh my
through
God,
like
yeah.
the metal helmet would be cool.
He just starts talking about meth.
Like yeah, but like if he's Professor X, that's pretty fucking cool actually. So
Yeah. And then they have some guys and I hope that this time they don't focus so much on Wolverine. I think they might actually focus on like Cyclops being the leader.
they should focus on the team, like the actual group.
Focus on the team instead of just Wolverine.
Yeah.
You know?
Wolverine
I don't
shouldn't
know,
even
man.
show up at the
I
beginning.
I miss the old Wolverine. You know, I love Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I mean,
I do too,
yeah,
but-
but like after so long, I think they need to they focus way too much on him. I think they need to focus on other aspects of X-Men. There's so much to love and so much to have with X-Men. that it's just more than just Wolverine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Wolverine shouldn't even show up at the beginning. Like, he should seriously
like, he
show
should
up
be in, like, a
later
sequel
on,
or
where it's
something.
like, whoa, like, we fucking found a guy in a
Like
in a lab.
like an after credits. Here it is. First X-Men movie. Wolverine isn't in it. After credits scene, they show Wolverine in a fucking lab,
Yeah.
like being hooked up and everything, and he has that like iconic like helmet on his head.
That would get screams, dude. That would get fucking hype in the theater.
Yeah. And then the second movie is about Wolverine being the bad guy for that movie.
Oh yeah, dude!
At the end, he becomes a good guy because they release him.
Oh,
I
fuck.
fuck with it.
I
fuck
fuck
That
with
would be
this.
so good.
This is a good fucking idea. Hey, Phase 5, call us.
Yeah, please. We'll get this ship fucking going. We'll get Blade in this as well because
Oh,
we
man.
need fucking Mahershala Ali ASAP.
I don't want to jump to another thing for a second necessarily, but did you also hear about the potential thing where Anthony Starr might be playing fucking Dracula in the Blade movie?
I
Really?
would be,
That would be
so
so good.
fucking down. So fucking down.
I don't want to get my hopes up, but like that would be
that'd
dope.
be a good cast.
That
That'd
would
be a
be
good cast.
dope as hell. I just love him. He's a really good
He's a
fucking
good-
actor, dude.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, the boy. Not to talk about the boys suddenly again, but like, oh my god, Homelander. Anytime he's in the scene, mwah, I will watch that scene over and over again.
Kiss.
But back to Miss Marvel.
Back to the pod, guys.
So we got the damage control people coming back to try to find Kamala, and I like that it's actually seeming that a lot of the community does know that she is the superhero. Did you get that implication from?
I don't think they know.
Oh, they don't?
I think
Okay.
they just they're protecting her because she's a Muslim superhero, and a lot of people are gonna hate that. They're
No,
just
but
protecting
like,
her because. What do you mean?
well, I just think because what you just said, because like, they're protecting her because she's a Muslim superhero, but that means that they know, right? Or
No, I don't think they need to know because I don't think anyone knows except her family.
but I don't think that she's like I think that I forget what you would call it, but like the priest of the thing, like he sees her, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I think he did.
I don't think everyone there knew.
Maybe not
like
everyone.
a
Maybe not everyone.
handful
But
of
I think
people.
like he
Certainly
does.
not everyone.
Because it made that scene where he like gave her those words of wisdom. I feel like even hit harder. Where it's like, yeah, like I think she can trust him with this kind of thing.
Yeah.
In the same way that even like Daredevil in his show, like he would literally go to the because since he's Christian or Catholic or
Yeah.
whatever he is, like he would go to confession and literally be like, "This is everything I've done. Holy crap!"
I'm gonna kill some people.
I thought that was a really good part of that show too, and I think that if they were to go with that with this show, I think that'd be great. Because like I was saying that with Bruno with the counselor, and I think Kamala could have it with I think it was Mahdi or something like that. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We skipped the school part
Did we? What was the school part?
where they're in the school and they're like fighting the DOD.
Well, that's like way later in the episode. They were only like 9 minutes in.
What part are we at right now? I thought we were at like. Wait, what part are we talking about?
We're
right
talking.
now?
We're talking about the part where they're at the. I can't remember the mosque. Is that what it would be?
Oh, okay, I mean, like, I guess.
Yeah, because like this is just the part where like a bunch of they're like trying to halt them from coming in because Kamala is in the very back or whatever. This is also the part
Yeah.
where the guy's like, "Did you hear that? I'm her boyfriend." So I hope y'all got that. That was the funniest shit ever, dude. That guy is like, he's only been in a couple episodes, but he was really good in both of them.
Who the fuck is that guy? Just like, apparently he's their like friend, but
Just their
doesn't
other
make-
friend that we don't really know about. Okay, I guess I was wrong because he doesn't see Kamala here. He just sees it's just Kamran and Bruno. Like that's kind of the people that he sees. So never mind. I thought that
Yeah.
she was here in this scene. I loved too that like I don't know if this was a reference to Marvel in general, but he was like, "You need a disguise," and he gave them baseball hats.
Yeah.
Was that a
Right.
reference to them doing that?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
had to have been, right?
Okay, so I feel like then in that case
Also,
it was.
the things that were on the hats was
Haram
hilarious. He gave the
halal.
white guy haram, which is like bad. You shouldn't do it. if you commit haram, it's like it's naughty basically. And he
Yeah.
gave halal to Cameron. I thought that was really fucking funny. Also highly ironic, but very funny.
And then they escape, meet up with Kamala.
In her newly done up uniform, which looks fucking good. Honestly, it's a banger of an outfit.
I love that instantly. Bruno's like, "Damn,
Yeah.
damn."
Damn!
And then Kamran's like power or whatever you want to call it, like just starts exploding out of himself, and he's like, "Oh man, like I can't do this no more. Get me out of here. Help me." That's my quote.
Man,
that's my quote for that. Jesus Christ. Like, but like, cause what's the implication necessarily? Like, it's just that it's too much.
Yeah, I think it's like too much newer energy or whatever.
The difference is he's not naturally gifted with it, like Kamala.
Like he is pissed off at them because like he's like, oh, I gotta go back to this reality because like this is my home. I was like, you fucking never been there.
That's
dude.
what I heard. I hated that too. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't like that. I felt like his turn to semi-villain in the show was kind of weird because I'm like, you don't have like a connection to that.
You have no connection to these people. You've never been there. You've lived your entire life on this in this dimension.
But potentially he's lived his entire life in this dimension, and he's been sheltered by the Noor people, so like he doesn't really see them.
Clandestines.
The clandestine people. Like he doesn't see them as like, or he doesn't see humans as like the same.
He's
maybe
probably,
like
told and everything, but like still like.
But yeah, I agree. Like if he's been interacting. This is my Homelander fucking debate too. Like I was on a comment fight with people because they were saying how Homelander, they were kind of excusing Homelander's actions because they're like, yeah, like he sees us as ants, and you don't feel bad when you kill an ant. And I was like, two things: A, I kind of do feel bad when I kill an ant sometimes. B, an ant does not fucking speak to you and tell you like, no, don't kill me, I have a family, and like all that kind. Like Homelander knows shit. So he's aware of what he's doing. Like, that's what I mean. He's evil a lot of the time. Like, he does evil things. And like
people love him for that shit,
yeah,
apparently.
Really. And so, like, Kamran in the same thing, where it's like, I don't think that you would see people the way that he apparently just jumps to being like, they would never treat me, like, as one of them. I'm like, I don't think that you'd feel like this. I don't feel like that, dude.
I don't know if you could say that.
Like, you've been chilling, and you actually were a nice guy. You were one of the people that was like, fuck this shit to your family. You literally outed out of your family because of them being bad. And now you're kind of switching
abandoned
gears.
You, dude.
Yeah. Like, if anything, the newer people, like, the clandestines, don't seem very good. I don't know. Like,
yeah, no.
I guess these ones were exiled. Did we get a reason for that in this episode?
They were essentially, it's just because they were just too ruthless or something.
Was that really it?
I don't know, man.
Okay, then that's kind of lame. I really needed something. Well, why the hell? What happened to Aisha then? She just changed gears immediately and was like, "I'm a family woman now." Like I was murdering people like crazy.
I don't
but
think they actually spoke about it. Thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't think they ever did.
Yeah, I don't. They just said that they were exiled, but they never stated why.
That's kind of a problem. I would put that on the list of things that I'd be like, yeah, that better get something. It probably won't, but it should.
It should. Get us to write for you, Marvel. We will fix all this shit. We will have everything connected. We will make everything look amazing.
We will have Beta Ray Bill show up 10 fucking years ago, okay?
Yeah.
He would have already been a goddamn great character. He would die 5 years from now. It would be dramatic, dude. But Kamala secretly also calls the Red Dagger guy and asks him for help, kind of in a situation where he could maybe house Kamran if needed, and train him, I guess, into how to use his powers.
I guess.
Well, at least prevent almost like damage control in its own way, where it's like just preventing him from spilling out onto the general public and stuff, where he's less likely to be persecuted and stuff like that.
Yeah. We need to take him to somebody like a fucking tech whiz who can kind of remake the bracelet into a bracelet for him, because isn't that maybe a factor too? Like if he had the bracelet, maybe it would like harness.
I think it says
that. It would
I think
like
it's
make it
'cause
better.
she has the mutant gene.
That's
she's able
probably
to
it
control
too.
the Nor.
That's probably it too. Yeah.
He doesn't, so he has a hard time.
That's interesting. Huh.
I like how they did the X-Men sort of theme for that too.
Did they? I didn't even notice
did.
Yeah,
that.
it was like a synthy type
They had a
version of the
synth,
90s.
synthy like 90s X-Men theme.
No way. See, and I love that
Oh,
we're
did
like
you-
actually doing that with the X-Men still. Like we're using that theme, and I love that.
Did you hear that they were actually going to make a season 2 of that old X-Men show?
Like I heard that. Isn't that happening? Like I thought that was
Yeah,
coming
that's
out
what I mean.
soon.
It's happening.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, they're reusing it. They're redoing it all. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be crazy about watching it necessarily, but I'll watch it.
It'd be if anything, it'll be one of those that I stick on like if I'm like trying to
Yeah,
go to sleep
exactly.
or something, have it in the background. But it'd still be worth watching, I think.
And
Yeah.
then in the show, guys, they go to the school, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
I loved how they do that. Yeah.
I thought the fucking what's her face, like the bully but friend, she was
Oh!
kind of shoehorned in there.
My God, I forgot. Again.
She just runs out of nowhere. Is like,
How
hey guys,
did-
I'm also here.
I'm here at school on a Saturday or whatever the fuck. What do you?
Hey,
What?
It's the only place. It's the only place I can get good lighting, and everyone's like,
For the
okay.
TikToks, are you fucking
Oh my
serious?
God, dude!
Oh
Like,
my
actually, okay,
God.
I did pause it when I was watching this with Paris, and I was like, I turned to her and I was like, "What the fuck just happened? Like, where did she even come from? She hasn't been in the
Why is
episode. She just literally right. I just got to the part. She just ran up and was like, "They tried to trick me into giving you up." What the fuck? Who?
And like now she knows that she's like she's the hero.
Well, she apparently always knew or some bullshit.
and
She's like,
there
yeah,
for
like I saw her at the
filming
thing.
her TikToks, but what the fuck?
And
Like,
then
I'm an
runs up-
ally. I'm here to help. And it's like, fuck off.
the brother shows up too. Suddenly, I was finer with that because that
was
would make
The
sense.
brother was better placed in. He's like, yeah, I was like tasked to watch you, and I just snuck in through the window. She's like, yeah, I'm just here. Like the fucking the girl's
Well,
like,
no,
yeah,
it
I'm
was,
just here.
I used to go to this school too, remember? And it was like, bitch, get told.
I'm literally
Yeah.
just here. Like there's no reasoning for it other than just to get another character here for fucking no reason.
Amir was better shoehorned in than she was. That's all I'm saying.
What did she even do? What did she contribute into the scene?
I don't know, man. She contributed her TikTok to use it as a platform
Oh!
for their voice.
Oh, you actually okay? That's all she did. They needed her there so that other people would go there. That's literally it. Damn, that sucks. I think just some noise could have done the trick, dude.
Yeah,
I
right?
think just explosions at a school would probably be enough for people to be like, "What's going on?"
Dude, this is in America. That wouldn't do anything.
Oh, okay. Cut that joke. Cut that joke. out. We can cut out the last 20 seconds, please, editors. Hey, everybody. So AJ just made a joke, and he's no longer here on the show today.
yeah. AJ's just got cancelled.
I got canceled.
that
I'm
from
kicked
chat.
out. Maclunkey. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, and-
It's time for my apology.
We kind of
video.
even do have to bring it up a little bit because, like, even the guy like calling the agent chick like is like, you know how bad this looks. Like what you're doing, like you're setting up like a police thing outside of this school. Like, you know what this looks like? Yeah. So, and they're talking about it. So, and then she goes against the orders. God damn. Oh my god, dude.
I hate that girl. I hate that. Like,
I've been-
the other agent is like better. That's for sure.
I have been made to hate this woman because of Orange is the New Black, but yeah, I definitely hate her in general.
What? Orange is the New Black?
Is that bad? Why?
I mean, no, but like I just didn't know.
I never watched it, but-
I didn't think that was the kind of show for you, man.
I watched that. I didn't watch all of it. I watched. How many seasons were there in general? You think like were there 8?
I don't fucking know.
I'm
man.
gonna say I watched like 4 or 5.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was okay. It was
It was
alright.
alright. I watched 5
I was really
seasons.
unconvinced.
It was back in the day when Netflix was like just a baby, so it was like
Yeah.
it was like, all right, well, I'll watch the show they have. Let's see what
It
this
was
is.
that Breaking Bad and like one other show. That was all they had.
Is
Back
that
in the-
Breaking Bad on there?
Well, not like not like original content, but I think like streaming. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Breaking Bad
obviously.
was original.
No. Breaking
to
Bad was
Netflix.
AMC did.
Ah. I guess for us though, because we don't get AMC, we only ever got it on Netflix.
There you go.
Damn, we do be missing out on everything.
Yeah. Just move to Canada, my guy.
Bro, I do not have the funds. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll
So
get faster internet.
so then we have everyone kind of chilling out in the cafeteria, like setting up for their plan on how to stop these soldiers with fucking force guns.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of this little scene came from Amir talking to Kamran again. Of course, because like, goddamn, he's just so comedic.
You're not cousin Cameron, are you?
Do you even like British Bake Off? Like that
Like
to
that
me-
was what he's betrayed about. I was like, yeah, fuck with it.
dude. Like I loved how like the way he sounded so like defeated and like betrayed was so good. But we also in this moment like get to see that Kamala has not. Kamala tells Bruno like like I had to stop Kamran's mom, and in that process she died. And Bruno's like, do not tell him that, because if you tell him that, he will fucking blow up. Probably he will soldier boy the shit out of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, then these soldiers start to infiltrate the base, and they get that little disco ball flash grenade thing at the beginning. That was pretty funny. I thought in general, like, their plan was pretty cool. Or not cool, but it was well executed in the show setting. Where, like, these kids are all dressed up in the same outfit, doing fire extinguishers,
And we
running
fight
around.
the authority. Yeah.
I thought it
And
was
nothing
like a,
came of it.
yeah, like that's the nice thing. That's like the realistic thing at the end of it, where it's like, yeah, like we didn't really do anything with this kind of goofy little Home Alone bullshit that we were trying to pull. But
Well, I mean, like nothing went bad for them. Like they weren't arrested or anything.
well, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think they should be arrested necessarily. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on their side, and I feel like
I mean, I am too, but
I think in general it's because of the fact that this is a person who was ordering these people to do this, and they weren't even properly ordered. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, this is something that they shouldn't even have been in here doing this. So, like, afterwards, they're like, yeah, we're not even going to try to arrest these people later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a really entertaining scene. Like, bunch of Home Alone shenanigans. My favorite being I can't remember what you'd call it, but, like, that goo? Or whatever?
The elephant's toothpaste?
Yes! That's what it was called. Yeah, the elephant's toothpaste. That's what Paris called it. I thought that was really funny. Does that stuff, like, solidify? Or, like...
No, but elephant's toothpaste does get, like, pretty fucking hot.
Oh, it gets hot?
So-
Okay. Because I thought that it was gonna, like, solidify them into, like, a cementy kind of thing, and I was like, that's pretty fucked up. Like...
I just thought it was expanding foam.
No, it's like a chemical reaction you can do at home. But this is, like, a lot of it. Like, this is...
Yeah, it's on a fucking massive scale.
Yeah. Like, you could do it at home with, like, a small scale shit. But this one... And the amount of heat that puts off...
It's
Like, in a
not...
In a small scale, it's not bad. It's like you know, like a little lukewarm to the hand, but like with that amount, it's like all over your body. Yeah, you're gonna get like really warm.
You're gonna get uncomfortably warm.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Kamala and Kamran are hiding away in the office, and they start holding hands, and their connection to the Noor kind of like combines in their hands.
And then they almost kiss, but don't.
And then, like, thank God they don't fucking kiss.
Yeah, I
God
was glad they
damn
did.
it.
Then
I
Bruno
thought
comes in
Bruno.
and sees them almost kissing.
Oh my God, all
I
of that.
feel so bad for Bruno.
And then Bruno did that thing that you do as a good fucking guy, where you see that happen and you don't really get mad about it, but you're like, I'll stop them. You two go out and do your thing. I'll stop them. You know what I mean? Like, Bruno, you're too good. I like Bruno a lot.
I like Bruno.
Yeah.
I'd give Bruno a hug, man.
I think he
He needs it.
deserves it.
He needs that hug.
Haven't seen finale yet,
LV.
but just doing some loved drive-by. Oh, thanks for the love drive-by,
Thanks,
LV.
LV.
Watch the finale, LV. It's really good. I actually really enjoyed it. I also thought it would be really funny if Bruno, because at one point he goes out and his distraction is like, you guys like these moves? I thought it would have been funny if he like didn't attract anybody. Like if nobody showed up and it was like, I'm just dancing for nobody. What's happening here? But also, he gets fucking like decked, dude.
Yeah, like he gets knocked out.
I was actually like the guy running up scared me.
Yeah, like him running up, and like when Bruno got like smacked in the face, I was like, oh no!
This is my fucking thing with cops and people like this, is where it's like a guy is literally just dancing like an idiot, and
And they come up
move
and
is
just
to like
fucking
your
wail
move
on
is to
him.
run up at like 70 miles an hour and fucking hit him with your gun and just knock him out. It's like, dude, maybe chill. Like,
Chill out,
Yeah.
man.
maybe another approach will work because I think you're going a
Like,
little
just,
bit hard.
Like, tackle him or something. Don't fucking like give him a concussion or some shit.
Yeah, it's just insane. Not to get on a whole other topic about police brutality or anything like that, but like chill out, people.
Oh man, we're getting on all topics.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
multifaceted show today.
We're touching all of the taboo subjects, whether it's
We're gonna get banned.
On
We're gonna get
purpose or
kicked
not.
off Twitch, guys.
you know what? If we're going out with a bang, fellas.
And Kamran
Let's not. I'd rather not.
Yeah, me too. But
Kamran eventually starts like asking Kamala about like what happened to his mother, like finally, and this prompts. Fair enough. Like a security guy like jumps in through the window, prompting him to attack, but he attacks in a very aggressive way. Like he attacked to kill. It looked like. So Kamala has to stop him, and that was kind of like the moment where I was like, oh shit. And that's the moment where I also clicked the timing of this episode and was like, oh, we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, like maybe he is the big bad.
He's a bad guy.
But not really. Not really.
Not really.
Because, yeah, like,
Not-
he has to, like... Or Kamala has to kind of tell him, like, she was trying to destroy everything and shit. Like, you... Like, it was going to be way evil. It was evil shit. She was
Yeah,
trying to
like-
save our world, my home. Bitch, you don't even know that place. What if you hate it
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, like he goes there's like, why am I here?
This place sucks.
It's all dark and purpley. I hate purple.
And if
That's-
any his
That's the takeaway.
his newer power, yeah, really, his newer power is like just manifesting so much in anger right now of what's happened. I think it's a really cool moment. It's a really like cool emotional moment where you see like Kamala have to make that decision. Like, yeah, no, like I'm sorry, dude, but like you're the guy that I have to focus on to stop right now because you're a threat now to people around us.
And then they have a pretty cool scene of him throwing cars and Kamala stopping it somehow, even though she couldn't do that earlier.
I'm trying to see that specifically now.
It was I think when she was in Biggin. Oh, it was after like his explosion. He threw all these cars around.
Yeah, I mean, in general,
Yeah.
I think this is like obviously where a lot of the budget went in a sense, where like the effects work on this part I thought was really good. Like I really liked how
Yeah.
she actually looked in this form.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like
Embiggen?
in the embiggen form, it for what they're doing with how she's not actually stretching. I think it works
Yeah,
for the story and stuff.
I think they just like her running around on like in the air.
Yeah, but I think that will shift at one point.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is what you're talking about. Okay, so then she grabbed that car to stop it from hitting all those people. Yeah, I think that like there are just gonna be moments like that where, in a moment where you're like, I have to do this. Like it does show that she is straining and it's hard. I think that maybe the power like goes through it and surges. That's all bullshitty kind of excuse writing right there. But like, I just think that there's stuff to it. I don't know. Also, I love her fucking pose at the end, like when she just does like that peace sign with all of it. That's that kind of shit that I'm like, that's what we got to see from these kids in these roles. Like kids being kids as superheroes. I think it's fun.
like they just don't know how to like quip properly. Like Spider-Man, he quips really well, but he's like 15, bro. Like he shouldn't know how to do that. When I was a kid,
I think it's just
I didn't know how to be sarcastic at all.
he's just charismatic. I think that like he's got a little bit of maybe his nerdiness, like before he had the powers, he was
Amplifies
like
his quirkiness.
he had that before, so in his mind he was thinking about all these quips, but he couldn't say them. But now that he's superpowers, he uses them all when he's like out on the job, and he's like, "Now I'm good at this.
Yeah,
My superpower is my quips."
my quips and thwips.
But I loved Kamala's like dedication to trying to save Kamran, and like I was worried that Kamran was actually gonna die in the end of the show, and like it was just gonna be like, yeah, bye, see ya.
Just fucking crushes him or something.
Because that's the other thing. Yeah, exactly right. That's the other thing. The other clandestines are still alive, right? Like we only
No,
saw
they all died.
they all
didn't
died. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
Like a lot of them were like stabbed and killed
Oh.
during that fight, and then that one girl was like vaporized, and I think they're all dead.
Oh well,
I think
shit.
Kamran's the only one left.
Never mind.
Yeah, he's the last survivor.
I just realized that like it could get really brutal with her powers. Like she could just put like a bubble around someone's head and just have them suffocate.
Yeah, Avatar style.
Like, yeah,
But maybe that's not how this bubble works necessarily. Maybe it isn't like maybe oxygen still gets through.
maybe I don't know.
We'd have to like get really into the specifics.
It
But
is hard light.
she could cause a bubble to be inside you and then expand it or some bullshit.
Like there are some brutal ways. Like with a lot of powers, there's some brutal ways. Like if they decide to go evil,
well, Spider-Man would just stop pulling his punches. I think that's a big thing.
yeah,
That's always been the scary thing where I'm like, oh, he just started punching everyone's jaws off apparently.
yeah. Like he because he's very strong.
Yeah.
like he could punch through someone.
Shout
Probably.
out to Scorpion, I think. I don't remember who that was that happened to in the Superior Spider-Man arc, but like he got his jaw punched off, and it was like, whoa.
He's a strong boy.
But yeah, Kamala punches a hole into the sewers where Kamala can meet the TMNT.
Yeah, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then Batman will show up, and DC will enter the Marvel universe, and
Yeah.
I like that the cops the local cops tried to stop the DODC from getting through, but in the end they didn't do anything, which I guess they can't because
they can't fight back. Otherwise, then they're the then the DODC is the victims. You know.
Yeah, well that and it's just two government organizations and then it would be like a whole like
It'd be
that'd be
a whole
like,
nother shebang.
that'd be like treason or some shit, like mutiny or something. I don't know how that would work.
That's the whole point of peaceful protests is that the point is to not fight back because then suddenly you're not the victim anymore. You know.
Yeah. The second that
Like,
stuff
they're
becomes
the-
like brutal is when it's like, uh-oh, now people can look at this and see it as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we get our little fun montage of my favorite one being the Marty and the fucking hot dog filter. Like, god damn it. Like
Yeah. Now I'm a hot dog.
like just talking about what happened and all these events. And that's one of these things, like the style of the show comes through, and I think that if we'd gotten a little bit more of that throughout the entirety of the show, I feel like it was front loaded. Like the first episode alone, I think we counted like 3 different moments that we were like impressed by visually.
Yeah.
In like an artsy way, not like CGI or anything like that, but I just mean
Yeah.
I think it would have been nice to have that expanded over this way because like putting it into like these end parts would be so cool.
Like her texting Bruno and everything.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
having, like, the text pop up. That was really
Yeah,
nice.
oh, that was so good. Yeah, more of that kind of thing. In season 2, I mean, like
Now Bruno's going to
Caltech.
California.
Yeah, and he said something about being not that far away, but I was like, aren't you far away?
Yeah, he was making a joke because he was like, "Yeah, I'm only like 400 miles away or something."
Oh, I thought he said I'm only 40. I thought he said I'm only like a.
Oh, he said he's a 42-hour drive away.
Oh, okay, is that what he said? Okay. But before we get to
Is that accurate?
yeah, like I don't know. That seems like not accurate for how far away New Jersey is to like California. But before that, we get honestly one of the best like little heartfelt speeches things in these shows between Kamala and the dad, where we learn that Kamala means Marvel. Or wait, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it means Marvel, yeah. And that was beautiful. I didn't know that from the comics. Like if that's like the whole shebang, like I did not actually know that about this character. I thought that she chose that name because she's
It's cool.
she's like a fan of Captain Marvel, right? So
Yeah.
I thought that was the whole thing, but this is like beautiful, you know?
An update on from New Jersey to California. It is 44 hours, but I mean they might have done some other things. But yeah, it's pretty fucking accurate.
Wow. Go for a nice little road trip. So yeah, her name means like wonder and marvel, which I think is a reference also to like is Wonder Girl a thing in DC or am I crazy?
Wonder Girl's in
It's
DC.
Okay.
But there's also 1 second.
Because isn't there like
I
a
think there's,
Wonder thing?
Wonder Man.
Okay, yeah. He's the guy in the white suit or some shit, isn't he? Or that's the Beyonder or some shit.
Wonder Man is He's like wears like a black suit with a big W on it.
Okay, not the guy I was thinking about. Yeah.
But I think like he's just like strong.
Okay, no necessarily relation. I thought that I remember there being like a character that kind of was like Miss Marvel but called Wonder or some shit like that, but I'm not sure. Oh, I thought that was a beautiful moment though, and it was just so nice seeing the dad like look off in awe as like his daughter went off to fight crime, I guess.
There is a connection.
Oh!
Wonder Man and Carol Danvers were in a relationship.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know if that was what they were referencing necessarily, but I think that's like cool.
Why not? But you know,
It's kind of convenient. It's cool.
yeah.
And the fact that like they said 43-hour drive. Yeah, there. The fact that they have Kamran's car is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fighting over who gets it.
I mean, like, is that legal?
He
Can they
said I
just take
could
that
have
shit?
it.
I'd like, yeah, like, just how does that work? Like, is this
What
like
are the
not-
legal implications of him just taking his car to Caltech?
I mean, who's going to stop him?
DODC? They're gonna be like, this is a goddamn clandestine car. It's got a bunch of illegal substances in it.
Just a bag of weed or something.
There's a bag of Noor
Carrying
weed
some
in
illegal
here.
substances in that car, of yours, boy.
It's just purple weed.
Oh, I don't know, man. This is some good shit. Be like, I reviewed you seen Stranger Things.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
You know,
I've
you know,
seen.
you know Argyle.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Hey man,
Hey, I don't know what you're on about, dude.
you're stressing me out, man. It's not even my girlfriend.
Oh my god, that's Bruno if he gets pulled over by the DODC. Oh, I don't know, man. It's
Oh,
not
watch
my
season
car.
2 and Bruno be a fucking stoner from California.
I think that's what he looks like way more in the comic books.
Oh yeah, in the comics he has like longer hair.
He's got like a toque and a longer hair look. He's definitely got like the guy who smokes bong rips out the ass look.
Yeah, like he definitely looks like a guy that goes to Caltech.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'm turning the audio on for 1 second here, folks. For 1 second, because I want to hear this X-Men theme playing. But we are at the end part, yeah, where Bruno confirms pretty much, yeah, that Kamala has the mutant gene.
But when I compare
Isn't it
you to the
mutant
rest of your
X gene
family,
or something?
Is it? I mean, it's the X gene or some shit. I think in general.
Yeah.
still seemed off.
Trying to hear it. I'm trying to hear it.
Kamala, there's something different in your genes. Like a mutation.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's actually fucking amazing that they did that. Yeah, okay.
It's like proper synth. It's amazing.
It's so cool sounding. Okay, yeah, so that raises the moment for me entirely.
Because that's like when I first realized that like oh, they're talking about the X-Men because like they were straight up I thought you heard it. That's why I brought it up. When
No,
after
I
watched the
just
episode.
figured like when they were talking about like the mutation thing, I was like, okay, so mutants. Like that's the thing, right? With Marvel is they have to be so careful with the words that they use, because if you say that, if they'd said that earlier, like in the series, shit wouldn't have made sense. You know what I mean? Like mutations and shit like that. But now that it's like, oh, we're getting mutants, it's like, okay, mutation means that.
I think they could have still made her an Inhuman.
I think
Like,
that she
don't
should
know.
have been an Inhuman still. I'll be honest. Here.
I guess like people are a little upsetty about that, but I guess like the Inhumans are sort of like a B team anyway, you know?
Yeah, like they were gonna be more prevalent. I think that they still could, but like, I don't know.
I mean, in the comics, like no one really gives a shit about them.
I agree, but I think that they have just as much like of a potential cool story than like just as anyone else did, right? Like Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy was a thing that when it came out, it was a very big like risk, because it was like, who the hell are these people? And one of them is a tree that can only say I am Groot, right?
Yeah.
But like, so I feel like you could do something with Inhumans. It just got very butchered in
Now
that
in
show.
Inhumans, they took away Medusa's hair. Episode 1, they made Ramsey Bolton the bad guy again.
Did they do that?
Yeah, like
Well, no, I know the
like
Ramsey
Black
Bolton
Bolt-
thing. They took her hair away?
Yeah, Medusa's hair was cut off episode 1. Her
What
her
the
fucking
fuck?
her superpower is her hair, where she could control it, and they cut it off.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so that was a misfire, but
Yeah.
yeah, I still think that she should have been an Inhuman. Not should have been, she could have been an Inhuman, and it would work and be fine, and we could set up that avenue while still also setting up X-Men later. But this is just a nice way for them to be like, it's happening.
It's here.
We are coming very shortly.
We'll be here in 1 or 2 phases. I want to say 2 because I feel like if they show up next phase, it'll already be like, I don't know. Maybe they show up the end of next phase. Maybe the end of next phase or some shit.
I think it might be next phase because they're talking about it now. Next phase they're gonna have X-Men, and do you think are they having Fantastic Four for this phase?
I think they're having Fantastic Four this phase allegedly. Like I think that's still the plan. Cause like what's the the next movie is what? Like Black Panther apparently?
Yeah, and I think the real thing about this like phase 4 is gonna really kick off with Ant-Man.
Oh my god. Yeah, really. Apparently. Quantumania.
And then Fantastic Four is gonna come in and they're gonna also fight him with they're gonna fight
Kang.
Kang.
Yeah, thank you.
He's a direct descendant of
sorry.
Reed.
So what? So the movies still to go are Black Panther, Guardians 3, Marvels. Oh shit! I'm looking it up. Sorry. Future MCU projects.
And then in this we get an after credit scene of Miss Marvel being teleported somehow and Carol Danvers appearing in her closet.
Which I fucking loved. This is one of those after credit scenes that I was like, this is one of those after credit scenes that actually pushes the narrative forward and is like, oh, what's happening? Like,
I thought because in the comics, Ms. Marvel also has the ability to change her appearance with her powers. I thought that's what they were hinting at.
Whoa. That would have been trippy as shit.
Yeah, I thought it was like her like changing her appearance.
It'd be so funny just to be Captain Marvel and show up in a room where all the posters are just of you, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, like imagine being teleported somewhere random and there's just a room full of your face, Sam.
I'd be like, hopefully this isn't in a creepy way.
Hey, AJ, let's not talk about my bedroom, okay? We won't talk about my shrine of Sam.
Oh, that's what I was like. When you did that laugh, you reminded me of like Moon Knight when when he was like he would like grab the statue off the desk in like the insane asylum. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" Like,
yeah,
well, come on.
That's why I imagine like teleporting. It's like, oh, hey,
so people have also brought up. I've seen little things about the scene that Captain Marvel is wearing a like wristband in this one that sort of looks similar to the. Not really similar 100%, but like it is a bracelet on her wrist that isn't on her other hand. So they're putting connections between these two things. Plus,
maybe she found it and then teleported there.
I totally think that like Kamala is now where she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On some random fucking planet out there.
In the middle of space, she's just dead. Like, but I also like. Oh fuck! What was the thing? Shit! Oh crap! I had a big one. Oh shit!
He's hurting his brain, guys.
I am hurting my brain. What was it?
That's all, folks.
We're talking about the bracelet.
I don't think. Shit! I don't know if it was necessarily the bracelet anymore. Because I just wanted to bring up that the bracelet was a thing that made. Oh! There we go. Okay. Because maybe she was looking into the thing from Shang-Chi, where she's like, "Yo, like these rings are calling to something." And maybe these are all connected because, as I said in that one episode before, they did find the newer bracelet in a 10-ring stash. So maybe it's all connected.
Connected, yeah.
Who knows? Watch this be the most connected bullshit in Phase 4. Like Shang-Chi,
that's what I'm
Miss
saying.
Marvel,
a lot of people,
and Captain Marvel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, there's like Phase 4 doesn't really have like direction. I don't think they know what they're doing. Like, I think maybe they do. Maybe they don't. There's a very good chance they don't. But maybe they do know what they're doing. It's not inherently obvious at this point.
I just think that like
until all converges, you know.
I think that like this phase for me, like what makes sense about this phase is that like it is a small tier phase where like
Yeah.
it's like right after we just did Thanos. I think if we were gonna have one big one, I think I said this while we were talking about the movie, Multiverse of Madness would have been a good one to do that in. But I feel like Quantum Mania is a little bit of a weird one to
I think
do it
a
in.
lot of people are upset that like these are more independent
Yeah.
things instead of like being because like there's not a lot of connections to the other MCU projects. I'm like,
But there is.
there's like connections, but like motherfucker, like why can't this just be like a standalone thing and it just be in the MCU? You know, like
I think like Moon Knight is a good example of that, where it really didn't have a whole lot of connections to anything, and it really stood on its own really well.
yeah.
I don't think that was there even what was a reference in there? Did they reference anything else?
No.
I can't think of a
Oh,
single
they referenced
thing.
Black Panther.
Did they? What did they do?
When she was talking about like when
Right.
they're-
Yep. You got me there.
the
There
hippo
we
was
go.
talking about that.
Yep. There was it. That was probably one of the.
But
the
that was a
only
very
things-
good. That was a very good. That was a very good reference.
a very good usage of it, because yes, of course, like this is the Duat, or that's what it was, right? This is the Duat.
The Duat are the people.
Oh, the Duat are the people. Okay.
I think so.
Well, then we have the reeds. We have the place of reeds or whatever, and they have the dimension.
No, the Duat is the realm of the
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. So yeah, we have that, and then they have the astral. No, it wasn't the astral plane. It was the spiritual.
Like the
plane?
the
Ancestral
plane.
plane. That's what it was. Yeah. And I like that's a cool thing to bring up, that like there are these different avenues.
Like they
of-
brought up
of
that
death.
there are different realms for different cultures, dead people. You know, like
Yeah. I even I know. I guess we shouldn't talk about that. We'll wait for when we talk about Thor: Love and Thunder and stuff. But I wanted to bring up something with that as well. But yeah. All right. I think that pretty much brings us to the end of this, though. I am excited to see her in the Marvels. Can't wait.
I'm excited.
Can't wait to see how that goes. I think you were saying, AJ. I don't know if you're saying this in the show, but maybe before we started streaming, that she will have a totally different costume. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Here, 1 second. The Marvels. I get like. I could try find a picture of it, but yeah, like it had like gold accents and everything on it. And
I mean, if
looked
it's
pretty
just like a
different.
little bit, like that's fine. Like I feel like maybe she just gets a little
it,
bit
it,
upgrade
was
to be in
it
space.
did look pretty different.
It might just be like how the whole space upgrade, the whole with like Iron Spider kind of look, where it's just like, yeah, we got to
He
upgrade
was
you.
forced to like change her costume in order to get back.
Probably. You got to be all space ready. But to go down that list that I was talking about earlier, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Marvels, and then Fantastic Four is the last one in Phase 4. So, without even
Fantastic
like
Four?
Fantastic Four, without even like a date really attached to it, the last one is July 28th, 2023, with The Marvels. So,
Oh my god, dude!
Not so long, but not so long at the same
not really
time.
that long. Like that's the thing. Like it's not
It
really
feels
that
so
long.
far away, but it's not.
It's gonna happen so fast. So we really only have one more Marvel movie this year, yeah. So, and it's one that
Black Panther.
it's one that we still are kind of unfucking clear about.
Yeah, because like I have no idea what they're gonna do at all.
And they even confirmed anything after with the Chadwick Boseman situation? Like, not to, I don't know, like
Not to drag it down, but like I don't know. They said that they're gonna apparently they went through like 4 scripts, where like one of them was like this one time Black Panther was gonna be used. Like this in the comics, there was this guy that was Black Panther for like an issue, and
Okay.
then he went back to the original.
I think the best way to do it at this point would just be to give it to Shuri. And I don't know if she's
Yeah.
wanting to like take up this whole mantle of this franchise in a sense, but if she's willing, I'm down. I'm down for that
I
storyline.
think I'm just worried for it. I think it might not do well because of this whole situation.
I don't know. Well, I think it's a mixture of a bunch of things, like that situation and the fact that, like, not to be that guy. Actually, wait, did Black Panther, the original, did that perform really well in theaters? Like, did that do... Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
never
it did
mind.
well.
I just was trying to say that, like, knowing the fandom and stuff like that, there's always, like, these people who...
There's probably going to be people that are hating on it.
Well, like, because, like, we see a whole slew of people complaining about, like, Phase 4 being woke, right? Where you're like, oh, we have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We have a Black Widow movie. We have, like, Black Panther, Wakanda forever. Like, dude, like, okay, chill, okay? Like, I don't want to point fingers, but I have people in my own family who literally say like, there's too many black people in movies nowadays, and it's like, the fact that you have that thought is disgusting to me. Like, it is insane that you even can think that.
You think that superheroes are a strictly white profession? Like,
Yeah, that's it's almost worrying in my eyes that like you can only see a hero as someone of your own race. Like, that is strange.
like even when we're talking about X-Men, and I was like, oh yeah, Giancarlo Esposito like might be Professor X. I did not bring up anything about his race. I just said he's gonna be a great Professor X.
Yeah, and you know for a fact that that's gonna be a big factor of it, though.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna hate him. He's Hispanic. Ugh, gross.
Well, think of it another way. Jeffrey Wright playing Commissioner Gordon. I thought he was fucking brilliant.
I thought he did great. Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "No, he's never been that." And it's like, come on, people, just look
He's not
past it.
white in the comics. I'm like, yeah, he was also made, when everyone was white in the comics.
Yeah, the golden age.
I think that there are certain situations though that like make it sort of weird. Like, for example, I know that people were really pushing for a black Peter Parker a long time ago with Donald Glover playing him.
Yeah,
but like, I don't.
I won't say Peter Parker. Bring in Miles Morales.
Exactly. That's the thing about that one. Isn't that kind of weird though that we say that?
Yeah, like why bring like that? That's a different topic. I think.
I think so too, for sure. But
people are like, oh, make Peter Parker black. It's like, you don't have to. They already have a black Spider-Man. They could use him.
I think
and
that
he's
like
great. Everyone loves that guy.
I mean, as we've seen with the show, like with the whole like it's the lowest viewed Disney Plus Marvel show. I think that has a factor in it being a Muslim character.
Yeah.
Ow, shit! Sorry.
I think that might be a factor. Also, I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but like, I think I am starting to feel like a sort of exhaustion of the genre.
Really?
In a way, I mean, I'm like only a small amount. Like, I'm still gonna see every movie and every show that comes out, but like I could definitely see where people are coming from when they like it's too engorged with too much content,
I think that the release schedule is the problem on that front, right? Where it's like we really like even with what I was seeing with the release of this phase, like why? And I get that it's money; it's always money related. Like, why are we front loading 2023 with 3 movies? Yeah, sorry. Why are we front loading the first half of 2023 with 3 movies?
Yeah.
Like, that is insane. Like, maybe do like a movie. Do 2 movies a year. Do 2 movies a year, dude. Like, do 1 in the summer and 1 in December or some shit like that. Like, that's it.
Well,
yeah.
You could still do it but you split up into thirds. So, what one movie every 4 months? If you're gonna do it that way.
But even then, Dan, I do agree with AJ where it's like we are getting to a point where there's just so much, and then we have all these shows coming out too at the same time. And if you're into Marvel and Star Wars, it's like hard.
Yeah, like for us, like we are having trouble keeping up with The Boys, Star Wars, and Marvel all at once.
Well, I actually had to finish Kenobi before I could catch up on season 3 of The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a lot of content out right now. It's like I really wish that like it wasn't so focused on being like this is the best time to release this show because of money and stuff like that, and it was more about like just reasonably spreading content out so that you're not like fatigue is the word that everyone uses, superhero fatigue. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, they were saying that back in Age of Ultron days. Like that has not been a new thing said, and that was
I didn't feel it then, but like with the amount, I think it's just more like TV show fatigue in general. I'm like, there's a lot coming out,
and like I think that Disney Plus did a thing too where they really went hard at the beginning, but you can see now that like a few years down the line, like it has just become kind of a normal quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mando season 1, that felt like different level of shit. Like that was like whoa.
I love that.
Yeah, I go back and check that shit out all the time still. Like. Good goddamn show.
You like Mando more than Boba Fett?
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, what? I mean, you mean as a character?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, maybe now.
I personally, I think I like Mando more than Boba Fett as a character.
I feel like Mando. It's hard because like I feel like Boba's a better character in a better character out of shows probably. Like if I get comics and stuff, I would be like, I want to get Boba Fett comics because like if I was, let's think like if you had to pick between a Boba and a Mando comic, what would you pick? Would you pick a Mando comic?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Mando comic would even entail.
Exactly, right? Like that's the kind of thing where I don't know what that would be, but I could kind of picture what a Boba comic would be, you know? So I don't know.
Anyway,
yeah.
Final thoughts, guys.
I loved the show. Thought it was great. Sad that not a lot of people.
The next project.
How long until the next thing?
Yeah, how long to the next Marvel project? November, isn't it?
Nope, it's in August. So
August
next month.
Oh, is that She-Hulk?
It's She-Hulk, and I am prepared for
a lot of hatred. I'm prepared for a lot of people fucking getting angry. Oh, the fucking graphics aren't that good. It's a girl lead. Oh,
I don't know, man. Like I might not be looking forward to the show necessarily. I'm worried.
Fussed by it.
I'm not getting the hype about it. That's what I'll say.
Like I was excited for Miss Marvel, but this one I'm genuinely worried about how it looks.
Well, that's just because I think they just. Well, there's a couple of things. I think it might be early. Effects, and since it was uploaded on YouTube, YouTube has a lot of compression, so it makes it look very smooth when it's not actually smooth.
It's true. But hopefully it's good. I think it's going to be 6 episodes, right? Like, I think it's just going to be an average little 6-episode show.
I hope so.
Yeah, because if they were like, we're going to stretch this out to like an Andor length at 12 episodes, I'd be like, okay.
Oh my god, Andor's going to be 12 episodes?
Andor's going to be 12 episodes.
Oh my god.
Why that, right? And I'm not, again, I am excited for that show, but fuck me. 12 episodes?
Cool. Well, like, Andor? Like, I don't think Andor really entails that much.
How about fucking Boba Fett got a couple more episodes or some shit if he was Mando half the season?
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Andor, like I feel like Andor doesn't really need a show even.
I would be okay with it. I think it should be animated, if I'm being honest. I think that kind of thing would be better.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
She-Hulk premiere date August 17th is when that show starts. Okay, now when does Andor start? Are they doing this on the same goddamn day again?
Andor is 31st of October.
And so they're doing that on what day of the week is that?
Wednesday.
Like Wednesdays, and then that is August 17th.
It's the Wednesday before. It's like so that Wednesday is it. 3 days later, I fly out to Australia.
God damn it, people! Oof. So I gotta here's the thing. It's also on a Wednesday. Both these shows are gonna be on fucking Wednesdays again. Stop that.
When Kaz and the boys are down, we should have a marathon.
Of what?
Of something. I don't know. Or a movie marathon, or Lord of the Rings, or...
I'm down.
Something.
I'm down. Oh,
Star Wars?
Wow, yeah. Actually, on that note, like as a hot little last thing to talk about, did you guys see that new Lord of the Rings trailer?
No,
I haven't yet.
You didn't?
But I've not watched the original ones, mate. So
what?
You haven't watched the original Lord of the Rings?
I could never sit through them as a kid.
Get the fuck out of here,
bro! Me and my mom sat down and watched those for 9 hours straight.
It was more like, fellas, remember I'm autistic here. Okay, I can't sit. I couldn't sit through that long.
I mean, I got autistic in the other way. I got where it's like I literally that's all I want to do.
Yeah, which I respect. But it is something that I very much am looking to do. I've seen some of the Hobbits. I've seen the first 2 Hobbit films.
Oh, I mean, go. That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see. Thank God you've only seen the first 2. That third one, dude. The third one was the original Game of Thrones season 8 for me, where I was like, whoa, I'm really hyped for this, and then holy shit, that sucked ass.
Lord of the Rings?
No, Hobbit.
Okay, I was like oh,
like Hobbit. The Hobbit 3 is the original Game of Thrones season 8.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
where I was like hype as fuck, and I was like, yeah, and I came out and was like, whoa.
Lie. I've seen the back end of number 3.
It's bad.
Of Lord of the Rings, the third Lord of the Rings film.
Oh, so you've seen like the 4 endings that it has?
Kind of.
Hey man, I ain't complaining. I think that I don't know who said that something's gonna have a style ending like that soon, but I was like, yeah, it should. Fuck, what was it? Some project that I'm also sort of into, where they're like
apparently the Rings of Power. Well, quickly on this before we wrap it up. The Rings of Power has one of the biggest TV budgets ever.
Yep. Goddamn you, Bezos.
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 Debated.
Like, it better have a fucking good budget. This shit's gonna be so good, I hope.
I mean, a lot of people are complaining already, of course.
Why? What are they complaining
I
about?
don't know. I think, again, a lot of the things that they're complaining about are stupid shit, where they're like talking about how like Galadriel is apparently like the main character, and they're like, a woman? And I'm like, dude, shut up.
They need to fucking back off, dude.
I'm like, oh god, I don't know, man. Like, we could look it up later and talk about like a thing. I personally, when I saw the trailer, I was hyped. I was like, this looks cool as shit. So, whatever. Fucking who cares?
Dude, it looks really cool.
It looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Thank God, I'm not the only one who thinks it actually looks good. Because all I see online is people going like, "Wow, this looks bad." Really? That's what looks bad?
I hate when people get a fucking teaser of a thing and just immediately just they hate it. Like they get a fucking trailer and they're like, I don't like this. I'm never gonna watch this. I hate this so much. And like you're not even giving it a fucking chance, bro. The trailer is literally just to show you things about it. And if you don't like that, what the fuck?
I mean, I think that there is some value in a trailer. I think that like you can sort of decipher if it's something you're into or not. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but like if people are immediately saying that's gonna be bad, showed strictly off the trailer, that's literally like judging a book by its cover.
AJ, they literally they didn't even do that for the trailer. They did that for those fucking set images that were released. Like they were doing that already.
My God.
Like they were fucking
Oh,
vehemently.
you mean the set photos that were taken off a fucking iPhone?
Exactly. Like they were like getting fucking heated. Everyone was like, "This show's gonna be trash. Look at how the quality is so bad."
Oh my God.
Bro, first of all, okay, but like beyond
I hate
that,
the ignorance in this shit, man.
beyond that, really, like the fucking problem is that people see like having a woman main character is a problem nowadays, and that it's woke, and it's like, dude, you can you just not like see from other points of view ever in a thing, or are you just dumb to the shit? Like to come back to Miss Marvel a little bit, I do think that it's sad that people see it as like a Muslim show and will not try to watch it.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like that's not even like
it's not for me. It's not made for me. It's like, well, it is. It's made for everyone, man. Like,
it's literally like not even a fact. It's just there in the background to like even provide cool messages and cool life lessons for you in the show. If anything,
like
it's a lifestyle or whatever.
It's really cool to like read or to like learn about. Like before this, I didn't know anything about partition.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's cool to know about that stuff, you know.
Now we know a bit about fucking history that we didn't know.
We know about
before.
the fucking life of India and Pakistan.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of situations where, unless like we're taught bits of it in Britain, not a great deal, but we are taught bits of it. I learned it through family, friends, etc. Obviously, people that live there know about it.
Yeah,
but 95% of the world have no clue.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about partition before this.
So thank you, Miss Marvel, for educating a few boys.
Thank you for educating my ignorant mind. Some people.
Have you ever heard of something called the apartheid in South Africa?
Oh, I have. Yeah. What is that? That's something fucked up, isn't it?
That's
So it's a similar situation where white people put in basically segregated the entire country. So there was no mixing allowed. There was no.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yep. I think we had a whole actual unit on in school.
We had a whole school
for
this. Yeah.
But it's the same sort of situation where like only certain countries for a long time were actually aware of the situation.
Yeah.
And then it gradually.
Same with like Rwanda and all that stuff.
Did Nelson Mandela? Did he stop that, or was that after?
It was basically once Nelson Mandela came into power in 1994, the apartheid ended, and that's when peace was, as close to peace as the country has ever seen.
Because like he was seen kind of as like that beacon, right? Like
yeah.
This has become the history show. By the way,
actually, he died in prison, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
What a weird thing, eh?
Well,
an effect.
The reason he was. It was the thing is with Mandela, like there's that awkward thing where people gloss over why he was imprisoned.
Yeah.
Because it was actually crimes he was committing against his own people that was the reason he ended up in prison, which I was shocked.
And then everyone thought he died in prison. I swear I was told that, and then also not. I was like told that in school.
The Mandela effect situation. Yeah.
But like they also were teaching us that he didn't die, like at the same time. I swear, like both happened. It was so weird.
All right. Do you guys have any other closing thoughts that you want to say before?
If
We
you haven't
send her-
already watched it and you've come hopped in at the last minute, watch the damn show. It's not a waste of time. It's a fucking good show, and it might be an eye opener, as it has been for some other guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And one final thing, stop being a fucking ignorant negative Nelly about everything.
Hmm.
You know who you are.
You're talking to me.
No,
Stop coming out of Multiverse of Madness thinking there should have been more multiverses. God damn it!
I'm just saying in general for all the people who were just referencing all the
Yeah.
people who hate Lord of the Rings because, or like the new trailer just because it doesn't look good.
Yeah, like chill out, wait for it to come out, relax.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for everything before I give my opinion.
So, so we said that the 17th is Andor, or no, 17th is She-Hulk. So we'll probably be back with regular programmed shows like this around the 20th of August, or actually maybe not because we're going to be having a whole shebang there, but maybe we'll squeeze in time to watch or stream some She-Hulk stuff.
Kaz will be in Canada, guys.
Holy crap, folks.
You'll be talking to Kaz in person, face to face for the first time.
I'll finally be able to punch his beautiful face.
I'll pull on his beard.
You've got to wait another year for me, I'm afraid, fellas.
We'll touch his luscious hair.
So that'll be in about like 5 weeks when we watch that. So catch us then. But in the meantime, next week we will probably... Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll see if Connor has watched the Thor today or something, or if he plans to watch it by next week. And if not, we might axe him out of that one. We might Stormbreaker him out of that. Out of that chat. And... do that next week, and then I think Jacob said next weekend after that he'd be able to talk about The Boys, if you guys would still be down for that.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we will have both of those coming out those fall weekends, and then a little bit of a break of show talk. We'll probably do some gaming stuff in the meantime.
Yeah,
and
I was about to say, we might be able to squeeze in some Sea of Thieves or
Sea of Thieves or
something
some
along those lines.
fucking Isle if I can get on those goddamn servers.
You should play Sea of Thieves, guys, before
I'm down.
the 21st.
I thought you made it already. Aren't you good?
Nope, not yet.
Oh shit. We got 5 days.
Before Thursday, guys.
Oh god.
To get what? To get what?
To get him to level 91.
Yeah.
Do I need to get to level 91?
No, you don't have to. It's just I want to because I bought the pass and I want to get like a certain skin on it.
Yeah,
I mean, fair enough. Like it is like
Yeah, you spent your money. You want to get your money's worth. I
Yeah.
respect
that's
that.
me with Fortnite, where it's like,
Hustle.
well, shit, I gotta get to at least level 100 to make this bitch worth it.
Yeah.
Do we want to raid into? I believe the person we raided into last night is actually streaming currently, aren't they?
Yeah, they're still streaming Rift Waltz.
Rift Waltz, hell yeah, let's stream into them. Or let's not stream, let's raid into them.
I'll make a little thing.
Monkey.
Yeah, if y'all want to prep that.
I think we may have to start having a look at the rewards and challenges. You know,
What? Why?
because they're only for D&D, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, like that's. We'd have to figure something else out for like stuff that we could do like on these talks or whatever, but.
Yeah, I mean we've got fucking ages to that. It's not exactly a problem. Oh god, what are we going with? We're going with Kaz, aren't we? Okay.
Yeah, and then for those that don't have it,
I'm going to put it in already, just so that we're good to go. Also, we stream on Fridays, or on most Fridays, we stream Terrifying Territories Roro D&D. That's our horror-streamed D&D campaign. It's always a blast. That's a peek in Kaz right there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back another time. Maclunkey!
Maclunkey, peace out.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I still somehow got 2 kills. I'm amazed.
Hey. Maclunkey Squadron. We appreciate the raid.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
Welcome in, friends. Thanks for stopping by our charity stream. Raid.
Damn, raised a fucking hefty amount too.
Tokens, do you want in on this one?
Dang.
Maybe one day we need to do a charity stream. Who's the charity? We are the charity.
I don't think people would donate to that, honestly.
Yeah. We need your money. It's like the full Bernie Sanders things. Like, I'm once again asking for your financial support.
Donkey with 2.
Donkey with 2, and it was a 4-player match, or was it?